Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another video, and this is Vlogmas day 3. So today I am going to be giving you a haul of all the books that I've gotten in November, and it seems like there's a lot. I don't normally buy that many books. I'm like a really big library person because I like to save money, but we had one of our library book sales, so it's $5 for a big tote bag, and so I found lots of good books. This wasn't as good of a sale as last time, like they didn't have that many options, but I did find books that sound really good and books that would make great gifts. So let's get started. First, I will start with these two books that I got at Goodwill, and the first one is Velocity by Dean Koontz, and this one is about a stranger who sends the following note. It says, "If you don't take this note to the police and get them involved, I will kill a lovely blonde school teacher somewhere in Napa County. If you do take this note to the police, I will kill instead an elderly woman active in charity work. You have 6 hours to decide. The choice is yours." And so the main character thinks it's a joke until he finds out that the blonde lady did die. So he gets another note, I guess, and it's all about finding the killer, and that it's no joke. It's pretty freaking serious, actually. And then I also found Divergent at Goodwill, and I have heard mixed things about it. Some people love it, some people loathe it. I don't know. Let me read the back to you. It says, "One choice decides your friends. One choice defines your beliefs. One choice determines your loyalties forever. One choice can transform you." I thought I would give it a try, and I got it for 99 cents because Goodwill, our paperbacks are all $1. So I got that and Velocity at Goodwill. And then the next two books I got at our local bookstore. First one is called The Bone Clocks by David Mitchell. And I am still not very good at explaining very many of the synopsis, so I'm just going to read it. Following a fight with her mother about her boyfriend, 15-year-old Holly Sykes slams the door on her family and her old life. But Holly is no typical teenage runaway, a sensitive child once contacted by voices she knew only as the radio people. Holly has caught the attention of a cabal of dangerous mystics and their enemies, but her lost weekend is merely the prelude to a shocking disappearance that leaves her family scarred. This unsolved mystery will echo through every decade of Holly's life, affecting all the people she loves, even the ones who are not yet born. A Cambridge scholar, an Iraq war reporter, a middle-aged writer exiled from the bestsellers list, all have a part to play in the surreal, invisible war on the margins of our world. So, sounds freaking good. Am I right? I'm right. And I love the, I don't know what they call these covers, but where they have like the cutout, and yeah, so it's pretty nice. And then this one sounds so good. Anyways, it's called Destruction by Sharon Bayliss. David Vandergraff wants to be a good man. He goes to church every Sunday, keeps his lawn trim and green, and loves his wife and kids more than anything. Unfortunately, being a dark wizard isn't a choice. 11 years ago, David's secret second family went missing. What? That was my face when I read that sentence at the bookstore. I was like, secret family? So, what? Oh, David? No. When his 2 children are finally found, he learns they suffered years of unthinkable abuse. Ready to make things right, David brings the kids home, even though it could mean losing the wife he can't imagine living without. Keeping his life together becomes harder when the new children claim to be dark wizards. David believes they use this fantasy to cope with their trauma, until David's wife admits a secret of her own. She's a dark wizard too, as is David and all of their children. Now, David must parent 2 hurting children from a dark world he doesn't understand and keep his family from falling apart, all while dealing with the realization that everyone he loves, including himself, may be evil. If that does not suck you in, that means nothing. Basically, it just means you probably don't like fantasy. I can't wait to read this. Like, it sounds so crazy. Secret second family? Like, who does that? The rest of these books are from the library sale. The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. And I have actually, oh, Are you serious? Okay, so I just found this bookmark. Cool, right? Like, no big deal. People leave bookmarks all the time. Except, okay, so this is crazy. Let's like make this a book haul / story time. Okay, so I am originally from a different town in Kansas, and my husband joined the Air Force, and I was stationed at an Air Force base in Kansas. Okay, so we don't live too far away from my hometown and all my family and stuff, but we're still like a few hours away. And so I got this book in the town we currently live in, the town we're stationed at. It came all the way from my hometown. This book did somehow. This bookmark did, at least, and it was inside of here. So how crazy is that? Like, anyways, I've heard about this book on BookTube. Oh my gosh, I know why it sounds familiar now, because it's by Neil Gaiman. Wait, is that Gaiman? He wrote Coraline, and Coraline was good. I think this guy writes dark stuff, but this is definitely considered, I think, YA. And in this ingenious and captivating reimagination of Rudyard Kipling's classic adventure, The Jungle Book. Hello, already hooked. Neil Gaiman tells the unforgettable story of Nobody Owens, a living, breathing boy whose home is a graveyard raised by a guardian who belongs to neither the mortal world nor the realm of the dead. Among the mausoleums and headstones of his home, Bod experiences things most mortals can barely imagine, but real flesh and blood danger waits just outside the cemetery walls. The man who murdered the infant Bod's family will not rest until he finds Nobody Owens and finishes the job he began many years ago. That sounds good. Am I right? I'm right. Next is Oldest Living Confederate Widow Tells All, a novel by Alan Gurganus. Didn't even read the inside flat. To be honest, I didn't, because I love Civil War, I love historical fiction, and this is historical fiction. I got Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. I also got 2 Jodi Picoult books, My Sister's Keeper and Perfect Match. Even though I have read all of them, I don't own all of them. This one is called Those Who Save Us by Jenna Bloom, I'm not sure. This is about World War II. Again, historical fiction. Boom. The River at Night by Erica Farnick. I got Life After Life by Jill McCorkey. But this cover is beautiful. I got Along for the Ride by Sarah Dessen. A Safe Place by Lorenzo Carcaterra. Yeah. So, just kidding. This is a nonfiction. It says a true story of a father, a son, and murderer. Murder mystery. Murder thriller. Thriller, murder. I don't know, but it'd be looking good. Whispered Lies by Sherilyn Kenyon. And look at that beautiful, what is it called? Gold foiling. There we go. I'm not even a gold person, but I love foiling. So, Shelter by Jung Eun. This has actually been on my TBR for a long time, and it's in amazing condition. I'm super stoked about it. I got Aftermath by Peter Robinson. Deadly Little Secret by Lori Faria Stolars. I forgot. I got these 2 by Jodi Picoult too. I got 19 Minutes and Perfect Match. These are so good. Oh, I love her. She just writes such good stories, honestly. Oh, and I got Elizabeth, the First Wife, Liane Dolian, Handling Sin by Michael Malone. And it sounded really good, and I love huge floppy paperbacks. They're my favorites. So, okay, and I got some old school little paperbacks. They're fun. These are actually Aldine Kuhn's. He is one of my favorite adult authors, so I got some of these to see if I like them, because again, $5 for a huge bag is like amazing, and it supports the library. It's not only about like getting a good deal. even though I did. It's also about like helping support your library because all those books are donated or they're taken out of their shelves and like no longer used. So I've got Dean Koontz Dragon Tears, and actually Kai picked this one because it's like shiny and it's got a dinosaur, is what he called it, a dinosaur, and he was like, oh, dinosaur, rawr. So I was like, okay, it's by Dean Koontz, so I'll probably like it. We'll put it in the bag. And I also got Darkfall by Dean Koontz. Got The Bad Place by Dean Koontz. And Life Expectancy by Dean Koontz. And while big floppy paperbacks are my #1 favorite kind of book, the old school, like petite little but fat ones are my second favorite. I actually prefer paperback over hardback, which is like uncommon apparently. I got The Christmas Promise by Donna Van Leer. I love Christmas and it's so pretty. That was a lot of blabbering. It's going to be a longer haul than I had hoped, plus a story time. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm going to wrap this up now. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's a lot more than normal, but I hope you guys are enjoying Vlogmas. And this is my last bookish video for a while. I'll be doing more different kinds of stuff soon. So stay tuned. Make sure you like and subscribe, please. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. So, almost caught my death on camera.